We'll start with the first question from long test 3 from March 2016, which is a continuous random variables question. We know we have some sort of quadratic, and between 0 and 3 we know the sum is 1 and the k is just an enlargement. If we had a look roughly at the function, what it looks like, it's looking something like that, and we know that the total area under the curve is equal to 1. So what we can do with this question is we can integrate it and we can let the integral equal 1. So we integrate it between, so we know k, we integrate because k is a constant, is it between 0 and 3, and I'm going to just expand the brackets. So when I expand the brackets I get 9 minus 6x plus x squared, and we know that that has got to equal 1. So because it's a calculator paper and it's worth 2 marks, I'm going to do that all in one go. So I'm pretty sure you can do this type of integration on the calculator. If you can't, just let me know in class and I will be more than happy to help you with it. And I get k plus 9 is equal to 1, so therefore k is equal to 1/9, and I have demonstrated it for 2 marks. So we need to find the probability for between 1 and 3. Nice easy thing to do for this. So now we know that k is a 9th. So I need to find the probability. So it's just 1/9 integral of 1 to 3 of 9 minus 6x plus x squared dx. And we know when we just use the calculator for that, just put everything in that we know, changing the bounds, we get 8 over 27, and that should be 2 very nice easy marks. Find e of x, stating the formula you use. Now this did come up in the exam, so it's a good idea that you learn it. I don't mean the exam, I mean the back last year. So minus infinity to infinity x times f of x dx. Now we know what f of x is. F of x is k3 minus x squared. So it's equal to, we know what k is. And we know that we are looking at our formula is between, it's only valid between 0 and 3. Let's do x times by, and we know what f of x is. F of x is 3 minus x all squared dx. Just move this down. I'm going to put all of that in the calculator and we can get our 2 nice simple marks. So hopefully you find this quite nice and easy. And I get the answer to be equal to 3/4 for a nice 2 easy marks. We now move on to D, where I need to use the variance of x formula. Now the variance formula is the following. So that's equal to the expectation of x, well, not quite, but it's the x squared. And we just need to realize that e of x squared is equal to the integral of minus infinity to infinity of x squared times f of x dx. So in other words, we're going to be using the formula between 0 and 3 of x squared times this 1/9 even 3 minus x all squared dx minus is equal to so 9/10 minus 9/16 which equals to 27/80. Easy if you remember the formula, a bit more tricky if you forget the formula. So now we move on to the next part of the question. So the next part of the question says an internet surfer suggests that the time t minutes that he spends on the internet can be modeled by the PDF as follows. Again, that's important, and we have that's important. Find the probability that the surfer spends less than 4 minutes on the internet. Now we have to remember minutes in minutes, so we're happy with that. So less than 4 minutes, so we know the bounds of the function. So the bounds are between 0 and 4, and it's 0.2 times the probability function, and we are integrating that with respect to time. So put all this into the calculator. I tried to make this question as nice and easy as I possibly could for you, to give you plenty of marks. And the answer was, so P x is less than 4. Oops, don't want to do that. And that's 3 decimal places, or 3 significant figures for 3 nice, sorry, I keep on saying 3 marks, but 2 marks. Find the probability that the surfer spends more than 10 minutes on the internet. Okay, so more than 10 minutes on the internet. Okay, well, I think the best way of doing this, more than 10 doesn't include 10. So I'll do 1 minus the probability of x being less than or equal to 10. So the probability of x being less than or equal to 10 is equal to 0 to 10 of our function, which is equal to, again, just do this on the calculator nice and quickly. Just copy the function down that I had before actually, and just place them 4 with the 10, which is 0.864665. So the x is greater than 10 is equal to 1 minus that. So we get 0.135 to 3 decimal places for another 2 marks. So the final part of the question, calculate the times associated with Q1, Q3 and the median. Now Q1, Q3 and the median is half the data, Q1 is a quarter of the data, and Q3 is 3/4 of the data points. So, well, might as well start with the median. So the median is half of the data. So I'm looking at from 0 to the median value, and we use the function 0.2 e to the minus 0.2 t dt, and we let that equal to half the data, and we solve for that. And I'm going to just do this over and over again. and I forgot to make it equal 0.5. So M is 3.46574 to 6 significant figures. We can do the same, exactly the same for Q1. It's just much easier to do this on the calculator. Typing this in the calculator is much quicker. So Q1 is equal to 1.43841 to 6 significant figures, and we can do the same for Q3, but we just have to equal 0.75, and we get Q3 is equal to 6.9347 to 6 significant figures, and we get ourselves 3 marks and it all done for us.